On the surface, it looked like another year of endless headlines. But beneath the noise, behind the lies, and beyond the bitterness, 2025 became the year Meghan Markle and Prince Harry did what the British media feared most. They won. While critics screamed collapse, the Sussexes rose higher, worked harder, and proved once again that relevance isn't given by tabloids. It's earned by impact. And impact, that's something Meghan and Harry deliver effortlessly. So today, we pull the curtain back. We expose the myths. We silence the noise. And we reveal why 2025 wasn't Meghan's humiliation. It was her coronation. This is Meghan and Harry Tales. Let's begin. 2025 was supposed to be Meghan Markle's year of reckoning, according to some. Commentators like Kinsey Schofield painted a bleak picture: failed Netflix deals, professional humiliation and personal desperation. The most bizarre accusation? That Meghan stole clothes, a claim so absurd it's almost comical. These stories aren't just criticism, they're attempts at character assassination. The negative drumbeat is relentless. Meghan lost her contract. She's been humbled. She's desperate. The goal? To convince the public that life outside the royal fold is impossible. But if Meghan is truly irrelevant, why does the media remain obsessed? In nature, predators don't chase prey that offers nothing. Yet the media can't let her go. This paradox reveals the truth. The constant negativity is proof of her enduring power to command attention. The narrative of failure is less about Meghan and more about the media's need for a compelling story. The obsession persists because she remains relevant. That's the real story. Let's address the so-called collapse of the Netflix deal. The rumour. Netflix disappointed, cut ties and left the Sussexes in financial ruin. The reality. Archewell's deal was always about quality, not quantity, multi-year, multi-project and standard for Hollywood. Their docuseries Harry and Meghan broke viewership records. Heart of Invictus inspired audiences. These weren't failures, they were exactly what streaming platforms value. While tabloids wrote obituaries, Archewell quietly developed new projects, including a film adaptation of Meet Me at the Lake. This isn't a severed relationship, but a natural evolution into scripted content. The idea that Netflix would abandon a successful partnership is illogical. The myth of failure relies on public misunderstanding of how these deals work. The Sussexes have delivered and are developing more. The cancelled deal is a narrative, not a fact. The reality is far more stable and promising. Now, the strangest accusation of 2025, Meghan Markle stealing clothes. The idea is nonsensical. She's globally recognized, financially independent, and has access to any designer she wants. This story isn't meant to be believed by the discerning. It's designed to plant doubt and humiliate. High-profile figures like Meghan are routinely loaned outfits by designers, a standard, well-documented practice. The notion that she'd pilfer clothing ignores the logistics and professionalism of the fashion industry. This accusation reveals more about the desperation of her critics than about Meghan herself. When legitimate criticisms run dry, tabloids resort to the ridiculous. The stolen clothes saga is a comical footnote in a year of relentless, often absurd media coverage. It's a tactic as old as time. When substance fails, attack with falsehoods. The real story is the media's willingness to abandon integrity for outrage. It's a sign the narrative is running out of steam. The media's fixation on Meghan reveals a troubling ecosystem, one that profits from outrage. She's not just a subject, she's a business model. Negative headlines generate the most clicks, and outrage is profitable. This cycle is self-perpetuating. Negative stories spark reactions, which justify more stories. The Duchess's supposed irrelevance is the industry's biggest lie. Her relevance pays their bills. Truth doesn't matter, emotional response does. Journalists who specialize in anti-Meghan content are rewarded with attention and income. The obsession is driven by a media machine that needs a villain. Meghan and Harry, by stepping away, became perfect antagonists. The British media doesn't report on a Meghan problem. It has a Meghan problem. They're addicted to the outrage she generates. While tabloids spun tales of decline, the Sussexes quietly built a new chapter in 2025. Far from irrelevant, they've solidified their roles as independent global figures. Meghan's work with the Archewell Foundation continues to support mental health, community well-being, and digital safety. She's evolved from actress to producer, shaping stories that reflect her values. The development of Meet Me at the Lake marks her commitment to building a respected production house. Meghan and Harry's public appearances are strategic, focused on service and social entrepreneurship. They're building a global platform on their own terms, far from the royal spotlight. The tabloids' narrative of isolation is contradicted by evidence of growth and consolidation. They've nurtured their company, continued their charity work, and cultivated a purposeful private life. Their success in 2025 was quiet, steady, and meaningful. Looking back, 2025 was not a year of loss for Meghan Markle. It was a year of triumph. The Sussexes' victory wasn't in headlines, but in building a life of independence and purpose. Relentless negativity from critics only highlights the contrast between old obsessions and their new path. They've transitioned from royals to producers, philanthropists, and global advocates. Their success is measured by impact and autonomy, not royal standards. Attacks filled with bizarre rumours reveal the weakness of the narratives, not the Sussexes. The media's obsession will continue, but the Sussexes have learned to rise above the noise. So let's close the year honestly. 2025 was not the year Meghan lost anything, the year she stole anything, the year of humiliation. 2025 was the year Meghan and Harry redefined independence, the year they expanded their global footprint, the year the tabloids finally admitted they can't live without the Sussexes, the year their haters ran out of material and started inventing new fiction, the year the Sussexes won by simply existing. And 2026? Oh honey, if 2025 rattled the haters, 2026 is about to bury them. This has been Meghan and Harry Tales, where the truth always clears the fog. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, because the Sussexes don't need the British media. But the British media? They can't live a single day without the Sussexes.